Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Well, we're warming up a little bit. We're at 54 degrees right now after a morning low of 39, so that's pretty nice. One of the reasons for that, of course, besides from the fact that we have plenty of sunshine out there, is the fact that the morning winds were a little bit lighter. We're going to have an hour or two, maybe more, of some elevated wind speeds right now. They're northeast at about 10 before we kind of settle into a little bit of a lull before they maybe pick up a little bit again during a late afternoon surge. Dew point. Wow. Doesn't get any colder than that. Dew point at 17 degrees. That is bone dry air. Bone dry air. Over the next several days, we'll start to warm that dew point value. And as we warm that dew point value, we'll start to bring up our nighttime lows as well. 54 degrees in Parrish, Mayaket, 54 in Bradenton, 55 Northport, 54 in Inglewood, 53 Longboat Key. By the way, Becky in Old Mayaca, one of my longtime weather watchers. Over 20 years, she's been a weather watcher with us here at ABC7. Phoned in this morning with a 34-degree morning low in Old Mayaca. How about that? Pretty close to freezing. So wind speeds also coming in kind of brisk, as I mentioned, right now, coming in at about 10 to 15, depending on where you live. And that kind of adds a little bit of an edge to the air as well. But as I mentioned, those wind speeds will be coming down this afternoon a little bit, making it feel a bit more comfortable. Big ridge of high pressure, providing lots of sunshine for the state of Florida, for the deep south. Now, we do have an area of low pressure that is developing back to the north. This little area of low pressure right here will develop and move along the northern tier states. And while it won't produce the kind of outlandishly heavy snowfall that we saw with the last storm that moved through the northeast and in places produced 40 inches of snow, it will give another quick blast of snowfall to parts of the Ohio Valley and upstate New York and the western Great Lakes. That will have not much effect on us, however. That'll occur this weekend, and I think actually in a funny kind of way, it will actually help to warm us. I'll tell you why in a second. A lot of dry area in place over the state of Florida, indicated by these kind of tan contours, bringing us all the sunshine and very beautiful nighttime skies. High pressure ridge, in response to this moving low, will get nudged eastward out into the Atlantic. And as that happens, we start to see our wind shift a little bit more to the east. That's a warming wind for us. It'll bring back the moisture, keeping our nighttime lows a little higher. It will also allow for our atmosphere to become a little bit more moist, which will allow the air to retain the heat a little bit better. And so consequently, our daytime highs will start to rise. And I think we're going to be looking at a very, very nice weekend. Not quite so bone dry, but comfortably moist. And daytime highs, not too warm, not too cold. Winds will settle down a little bit. Everything will be really nice this weekend. Cool afternoon, not as cold tonight. No freeze or anything like that tonight. We didn't have one this morning. Aren't going to have one tonight either. Weekend warming is a certainty. It's going to be nice. Rainfall futurecast shows everything kind of dry for the next probably 7 days, to tell you the truth. This goes out a couple days, and you can see a few scattered showers maybe over on the other coast as those winds shift eastward, as I mentioned, in response to that high pressure shifting out into the Atlantic. But we don't want to see anything around here except for maybe a few extra clouds as we head into the weekend. So the forecast looks great. St. Patty's Day will feature a high of about 73, kind of average. Nighttime lows will be a little bit warmer. Over the weekend, we start to continue to warm till we get up to about 78 on Monday, first day of spring.